Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We're back in the area of Old New Henford today, and we're back in the Hamlet of Whittington. Today we're going to be moving on to a new lot and building a brand new build, and also introducing a brand new sim. Everybody meet Anthony. So let's get into game and let's meet Anthony a little bit better. You can use my code BUMPKIN at checkout on the EA app or at sims.com. I receive a small commission from your purchase and you greatly support me and the channel. Thank you so much. Happy Thursday, my loves, and welcome back to Let's Build the World. And here we are with a new sim and a new lot that we are cracking on with today. This is Anthony, my loves. So Anthony is going to be, I really wanted to build a pottery studio with a little dwelling above of it. And Anthony is going to be that beautiful creature, may I add, that is going to be residing in said pottery studio. Pottery studio? We're going to call it pottery studio. And I love him. I do. I would absolutely die for Anthony. I like his style. I like what he wears. He's just an all-round gorgeous egg, to be honest. So with Mr. Anthony Edwards, I'm going to say that he moved here just after he finished college or university. I reckon he was in university studying some kind of like fine art degree or the history of art. I reckon he's quite well traveled as well. I'm going to say he's probably around about the age of 28, creeping up to 30. So he's in that kind of bracket there. And he found this place on an online auction, and it was a rundown coach house. This is where we're going to be building it, by the way. He found a rundown coach house, and after saving up money for many, many years, he decided that, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to open up his own little pottery studio in a quiet place in the countryside. And Little Whittington was the dwelling that he wanted to come and live in. I'm going to say it's probably from a city, not so much San Myshuno size, but more like maybe the city area of Windenburg. So still a little bit cosmopolitan, that kind of vibe. Lots of art galleries and stuff around. He's kind of grew up around that. I reckon his parents were both in the kind of creative fields as well. I don't really know what they would have been. Maybe his mum was some kind of like art dealer. Maybe his dad was some kind of like art historian. So he's always kind of grew up around this and he knew that this was the field that he wanted to go into. He's also absolutely fabulous at painting too. So that is his two loves, painting and pottery. And that's what we're going to be making his studio. We're going to be selling paintings and beautiful bits of pottery in his studio. And he's getting quite renowned, actually. I reckon he's had a few kind of exhibitions and stuff in various different museums around the place. But he just wanted to settle down his roots, concentrate on his art, be inspired by the nature and stuff around him. And this is where he finds himself now. But hello, Hottie. Very gorgeous man. Yes, he is indeed. So I do have a reference image for this. I found this reference image here that I'm going to pop up on the screen for you now. And it's an old coach house in Wales. And I just really love the vibe of it. We're going to have to tweak this a little bit. It's not going to translate well in The Sims with the circle windows. The circle windows look great on this build. It really does. But in The Sims, I just know it will look naff without any custom content. So we're probably just going to go for some normal sort of style windows. But you can kind of see the stairs going up on one side. The shop's going to be underneath. It's going to be quite similar. I'm not going to copy this build by any means. I do want the build to look a little bit older than this one here, but the florist kind of had the shop at the bottom and then the living and sort of like area above it. That's what we're going to kind of portray for Anthony's house in this part here today, and I'm very excited about this. Very excited about it indeed. But I love him. I'm going to say he's a bisexual. And he's on the prowl. Not so much on the prowl, but he is looking for love. He's a little bit of a loner as well. I've actually made him a loner sim, so he likes his own company. He's a little bit introverted, I'm going to say. And he's quite a quiet sim as well. He's very softly spoken and very well mannered. And he's an all-round good egg. But he is on the lookout for some kind of love. And there is somebody in the village who he's got his eye on. I'm not going to tell you who it is until we get to the build and I will show you that person in question. But yeah, Love him, love everything about him. I'm really looking forward to designing his house for him. I really am. I'm going to go down the route of making this a little bit more bohemian. Lots of plants, that kind of vibe, you know, I do want that for him. And I'm looking forward to this. Yes, I am indeed. Nothing more needs to be said, my loves. Nothing at all. So what we're going to crack on with now is getting a start on this build. Okay, so here we go, my loves. Most of the bottom floor is going to be the actual studio itself. I'm going to do the stairs up to the residential area above it. Yes, they are indeed. But hello, how are you all doing? Hello, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. And do you know what that means? It means it's Thursday. Well, for me, it means that I've got D&D tonight, and that's always very exciting, isn't it? Yes, it is indeed. Let's get that on. Let's get that size going first. I did come out a little bit further here because I do want the space to be... Oh, no, do you know what? That is very big. It's very large. I think we can go back to the original footprint. I think that is the perfect amount of space that we've got going on there. It really is. The stairs on this one is on this side here, but I think what I want to do is put the stairs over on this side for my particular build. So I'm going to cut out a stair-shaped hole and get red like that. Let me have a little look-ski. Okay, we're going to get some stairs in. They've got some solid stone stairs here. Solid stone stairs. Say that 3 times over. Bloody hell. I'm going to make that into that size like that. Or shall I just pull it all the way in like this? Let's do that. Yes. So we've got a lovely little balcony. Well, not so much a big balcony, but a balcony nonetheless going up to that area. And I'm just going to do a full square on top of here as well. As always, loves, keep it simple. Keep it simple, my darlings. You know, it's much more realistic that way. I'm gutted we can't put in the circle windows because I do like the way that it looks on this build, but I just know the Sim circle windows and the color choices. We'll be fighting it. We'll be fighting a losing death. Is that a saying? It is now. It is indeed now. Let's get a roof on. So we're going to go quite low profile with this roof. Oh, I'm going to cough. You know when you swallow wrong? No. I always swallow right. Shut up, Hayden. Right, moving on. That needs to come down even more, actually. It needs to be lower profile than that. Maybe just one more buff like that. Is that okay? That's stunning, yes. That's absolutely beautiful. With this particular build, there's not going to be any kind of garden in the front of it. So I think I'm going to do what I did with the front of the florist and just make that all on street level. And then we can go from there. But I am just going to redraw that one there like that. Get a little bit of drainage going out and get some stones on the go. You know, it's the way to do it. Am I even balanced in this camera? There we go. There we go. Everything needs to be perfect or I am not happy. But yeah, I think this would be nice all the way up like this. I'm even going to just do it underneath of there just in case. Yeah, beautiful. Don't know what stone I want to use on this yet. I do want the lag. Sometimes when I look around here, it's already getting a bit laggy here because of all the details. So just be warned. I'm trying to keep it as low as possible for all of you. But this might be a bit of a struggle for quite a few people to run this on your PCs. I do apologise, but you know, we'll go in for detail. Do we want to use that one or shall we go for something a little bit different with the stone? Does this one come in a bit more of a grey tone? It does look. Let's have a look at you. Oh, that's quite nice. Or I've also got another one in my head, which is one of my go-to stones throughout the years. And it's this one here. Oh, I think that one's the winner. That one's the winner. It blends in with the village a little bit better as well, but still looks a little bit different. This was very old. I'm going to say that he pulled in like a stonemason to come and rebuild all of this. This was completely left. I reckon all of the village children used to hang out in here and it was just a ruin of itself. Its former glory. And I'm going to say this was some kind of stable-esque sort of area, some stables underneath of it. And they had like a little living area where the stable master maybe lived above it. So that's what we're going to say. Yes, we are indeed. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. We're going to go for the same roof. They're very particular on their roof tiles in here in this village. So I'm going to stick in with the same roof tone that we've used throughout most of it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go for that other grey. It's a little bit... Oh, no, it's exactly the same. Oh, no, it's that one there. We have chosen the right one. Okay, stunning. Lovely. Right. This one here has kind of got like what appears to be sliding sort of like wooden shutters. I think what I'm going to do is use the open stable door from the horse ranch pack. Loves, where are you? There you are, my lovely. Yes, and I think I do like that timber colour on this. That is very nice. I might go down that route, but let me just see what it would look like if I did that green, because we do have... That is quite nice, actually. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm going to go for a little pop of colour here, loves. What colour did we put on the florist again? It was blue, wasn't it? Oh, I like that. Yes, this is what the colour of the cottage living windows should have been. Like the green. It should have been a bit more muted like this. This is definitely a lot more bluer, but that kind of vibe. I just find the green too green on that. And I'm not for it. Not in the least. Okay, we're going to pop you to there, I think. And maybe we could use the horse ranch windows. Let's have a look. I think that could work, actually. Going for like a mixture of these, because that would match in quite nicely. I do like it, and it is very similar to the colour in the reference image. I just don't know if I want to use it or not. Let me see. Let's have a little look-ski. So... if I can put you to there, we'll figure out a floor plan afterwards, and you to there for the minute. Yeah. I am kind of feeling it, but I am just going to go and check the original timber colour, just in case. Because I do believe that original timber colour would be absolutely gorgeous as well. I do like that too. Maybe we'll do the original timber colour on the windows above it, but do this one in that green. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me see if I could darken these down, actually. Let me just see what it would look like in the darker timber. Oh, I think I prefer it in the darker. I do. Yeah, I do. I prefer it in that. I don't know if I want to put a window here. I think this would be great to have signage. Some lovely signs going on there. And then we can put out some pots and stuff out the front here then, can't we? Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Oh, yes. Okay, well, let's actually find the signage before we move on. Now, I didn't like the sign that came with businesses and hobbies on this particular build. I think it needed to look older. So I'm going to use this one here. And I'm going to put it... I don't want it up too high. I want it to be kind of like that kind of level. And then use these to flop on either side like that. I do enjoy that. But now I want to change the colour of these. I kept looking at these. They're a bit too warm. If I flatten it down, that's better. Flatten it down like that. And I might just make this look a little bit more interesting just by putting these windows a bit offset. Oh, je ne sais quoi faire. I'm for it, I tell you. Yes, that's nice. I think this sign needs to be a bit more there, though, like that. Or shall we just put it up higher? Let's have a look. Can I put you... How high do you need to go before it recognises that it's on this here? Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? It needs to be up that high. Oh, come on. Oh. Let me see. I know I'm being extra fussy, but that's just me. I'm a Virgo. If I can pop you there, then. Yeah, I think that could work. I think that could work lovely. Definitely see... no, I don't. I was going to put some ivy up this, but because this has all been brought back to life and renovated, I don't see ivy on this build. But what I will see is a drain pipe, please. We love a drain pipe in this community, don't we, loves? Shame we haven't got any guttering yet. I would love some guttering. Okay, can I use this here from the... Oh, I forgot what it's from. The Oasis... No, what's it called? Desert Luxe pack to make it look like guttering. We've done this before. Can we do it on this build, though? Let's have a little look ski. That is in the wrong position. Thank you. If I can get you to there. Oh, I was going to swear then I stopped myself. Yeah, that looks fine. I do enjoy. Definitely want some flowers up here though, so I definitely feel having some kind of window box on the front of this will just look stunning. It will not only look stunning, it will look absolutely ravishing. What about if I just do a plain moment like that? Yeah, I think this could work, but I am going to use 2 of them. Let's put you down to that level, my love. Yes, that's nice. We'll do the same here as well. Let's get over to this way. Plop you to here. And plop you on this level here as well. Oh, I do enjoy it. This is a bit wonky. Let's get you in line with that there, like that. That's better. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Oh, that's very, very nice indeed. Do I need this reference image for any more? I don't think I do. Okay. I think we can make up our own story now. So, a floor plan. I'm going to work out a floor plan for in here. It's going to be a tiny little flat above of it. And I don't think there's going to be much of a floor plan down here, but I would love a separate area of some kind where he can do some teaching and stuff, like teaching pottery, that kind of vibe. And also is kind of like sort of kiln area. So there does need to be a slight little floor plan going on down there. So I'll figure that out too. Okay, floor plan has been chosen and I've changed something. I don't see him teaching now. He's a bit of a loner sim. He likes to be by himself, like in his art. So it just doesn't really make sense for his story. So I'm just going to give him his own little work area in here. A little bathroom down here. And then this is going to be the main shop floor where he sells all of his bits and bobs. It just makes a lot more sense that way. And not only that, the like teaching like frame thing, which is, it was huge. It took up too much room. It's just not a big enough place. It's not. So we're not doing it. No, we're not indeed. Right, so this is where you come in from. There is a small bathroom in here. This was maybe like 2 rooms up here, but I'm going to say kind of knock them together to have a bit of like open plan living, which is going to house the kitchen and the living room, maybe a bit of a dining room in here as well. And then we've got his bedroom in this point here, which is going to be a bit of a squidge, but I'm just going to tuck a double bed up towards the wall and hope for the best, to be honest. I've also chose like all of the windows and stuff that we're going to be using for here. So that's what we're going to do. First up, the door into the flat above. And because there is a small toilet down on this level now, I am going to do a little small window there. In fact, I'm just going to move you just across one like that. Beautiful. So at least they've got some natural light coming into that area, you know. We're going to do some more of these windows. I'm going to do one of those there. And I'm going to do a smaller one quite close to it. Maybe to around about there. Underneath, we're going to do one of these windows into the studio area. And then one directly below this one here. To around about there. And then put a door in the middle of them. So at least he's got a bit of access out onto the back area of his workshop. Beautiful. Very simple, but it's just going to work, loves. It's going to flow. It's going to be gorgeous. And that's what we're here for. Now up here, what I'm going to do is do a half wall moment rather than any kind of fence. I'm going to do a nice solid wall going all the way to there. Copying that and then getting this on the go. In fact, I could just do that, couldn't I? Boop-de-boo. There we go. Stunning. Yes. I wish we could have like a half wall stair rail. I would love that. I really would. But we don't have that. No, we do not indeed. So it's going to have to be something. Would this work on here? Is that going to... Oh, actually it does. Oh, it does. Well, there we go. Yeah, Bob's your uncle, loves. Absolutely beautiful, that. I'm very much for that indeed. Very much for that. Do I want to do another little window here? I think I do. I think I'm going to put a small little window on this side here as well. Just so. We've got a little moment over there too. Yes! Oh, I'm very much for that. Very much for that indeed. Now, I do see some kind of... no, actually, I was going to say I do see some kind of fireplace with it, but this being like an old stable, it just wouldn't have had a fireplace, so I'm not going to do a fireplace with a chimney in this lot. No, we're not. No, we are not on date. Unless maybe he had a wood burner put in. I wish we had a decent wood burner, I really do. But maybe he had a wood burner put in. I mean, that would be a complete and utter vibe. Maybe we could do that. Let's do this one here in the darkest one. Flop you to there. Oh, that's where the kitchen's going to be, though. That is indeed where the kitchen is going to be. This is going to be a bit more of the living room. What I could do is maybe put it over on this side of the wall then instead. Or even on this bit here. Oh, that does look good there. Yes, we'll do that then. So we'll pinpoint where that is. And then what I'm going to do is just put in that little spout. This one. I wish we had better looking ones than this. Or at least swatches on this one here. I just think that would look nice. Not in this size. It's too big. But let's just see where it is. And let's go up and see where it rests. It goes there. So if I size you down there. Yes. So at least he's got a wood burner. You know, that would be the vibe living in this village. Especially at Christmas and stuff. It would just be magical. It really would. We'll bring out a few bits for the front of this in just a second. I just want to put some more details on the actual front of this build itself. But I don't really know where I want to take it. I want to do something just a little bit different. Let me get my thinking cap on. Let's see what we can do. Let's make it look like there's some timber rafters coming through, maybe. I haven't tried this yet, so we're doing this live, unedited, together. I think this could work, actually. Just adding on just something a little bit different in the front. Don't know if I like it. Do I like that? I think I do. I think it just adds something. And I'm also going to put some shutters on, I think. And use the same colour as what we've used down on these doors for the shutters. There you go. Bob's your uncle. Bob is your great aunt, to be honest. Yeah, why not? We'll do it on the other side as well. So it kind of looks like these big timber frames have been put through to like solidify this build. Because it was rotten, loves. There was owls living in it. There was a family of badgers. Don't worry, the family of badgers have been rehomed. They are now pets. No, they're not. Do not have badgers as pets, please. They are wild animals. Yes. Yeah, lovely. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, just something a little bit different, you know? Nothing too much, nothing too crazy, but just a bit of detail. Let me see what these are going to look like. Oh, yes, absolutely. And we don't have to size these down either because they kind of fit perfectly with these windows. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to do these at the back as well. Flop them on the back area. Let me see you, please. Oh, I like that. I do, I must admit. Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay. And we're going to flop these on here. Flop another pair. Flop another one going on here as well. Beautiful. Stunning. Gorgeous. Work. I'm going to do this on you. And you to there. Are they up a bit high, those windows? Nah, they'll be fine, Aiden. They'll be absolutely fine. And the same here as well. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. Just been speaking to Tom. Tom's very excited. He's just bought himself an e-bike. Well, he bought it about 2 weeks ago. And he's been non-stop talking about it for weeks. For weeks and weeks. And he's finally just gone out to pick it up. Bless him. He gets so excited. He's very much like me. I do it as well. If I'm getting a new bit of tech or a new toy, I research the hell out of it. Like, watch all of the YouTube videos, do all of that. And that's been Tom's life for the past 3 weeks. So I'm very excited for him that he actually gets his e-bike now. He's gonna be made up, bless him. He's been so excited. Bless. Just a little bit of life story for you there, loves, you know. Stunning. Yeah, did that automatically, but I do think a nice little drain pipe on the back works as well. I forgot to mention as well, I've done a little number thing here. I just think that's a vibe. So, in fact, I'm going to put you on that side. And I'm going to get... Can we pinpoint that from over there? Yes, we can. The mailbox. And flop the mailbox. Maybe on this side, actually. We'll do that and then just choose that goldy brown colour. There we go. It's not exactly a goldy brown colour, is it? It's dark brown. I think that will be a vibe there. Yeah, this is coming together nicer now. I do enjoy the way that this looks. One thing I do want to do here is some lighting, and a light's popped into my head. It's one of my favourite lights to use in an exterior, even though it is an interior light, and it's this one. Wondering if I could like do a little colour. No, that doesn't fit the file. Oh. It's like it was meant to be, loves. It really is. Oh, it does hit that mechanism there. We don't want that, so it's probably going to have to go up a little bit higher. I don't mind that. That's fine. If I can do one there then, and then fit one kind of there. Oh, yes. That's the tickety boo. What light do you give off, my sweet? Not too much, but that's a vibe. And it is a village. It's not a city. Oh, that was a nice bit of lighting there, wasn't it? Look at that. Oh, Sims 4 lighting. It's still very, very nice on the exterior. Interior lighting, not so much. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. Yeah, okay. And maybe up here, going for something a little bit more classic. Maybe the old kind of stable lights. That being said then, why don't I use those old looking lantern lights? These ones. And he kind of like brought them back from the dead to put on the outside here. Oh, the lag. Not the lag. We've still got about another 80 houses to do. Can you believe we're up to like, is this like part 22 or something? I think it is. I don't think I've ever done such a huge parted... Is that a sentence? No. Let me try and rephrase that. A build with so many parts. There we go. That's much better. Thank you, Aiden. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done one to this caliber before. Not at all. Very, very, very big parted series. Oh my god. Yeah, a build with many parts. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, gorgeous. Maybe I could do the same back here as well. I can bring out one of these and put one of these lanterns back here. And these were kind of like opposite the stable doors. So he's just kind of like reused them. He's all about that. He's very eco-conscious, I'm going to say. I think he goes out and hunts for natural clay as well. He brings natural clay into his studio. That is a vibe. Now, I will say, I would probably say he would definitely use the original stone. Oh, this doesn't make sense putting it on this bit. I think I'm going to use timber on that bit, because this would have just been an open stable really on this part here. So maybe all of the new walls I'll do in a timber. Do we want to do like a shiny new timber? Or should we go down the route of him kind of reusing the old timber that could have been here? That's quite a nice idea. Let's do that. If I can put the timber on the parts then that he would have like put up a new wall. So let's do all of that bit there. I think that would be the vibe. The floor, I think it would have just been kind of like solid, dirty sort of like. So I think maybe going down the route of having a nice new stone put in would be a vibe. What would you look like in here? Oh, I kind of like that. Yes, let's do that. New floor in here for all of these parts. Lovely. And we'll go for the original wood ceiling as well. So I'm going to use my favourite wooden ceiling, which is this one. Is that the right tone? Let me see. Let's have a little look inside. It's a bit warmer than I wanted. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that indeed. But so far, so good. I think we're making a move with this. We really are. Lovely. Right, do I want to do some flowers outside of these parts here? I don't think I do. I think it'd be all about face value of the front. So we're going to concentrate on this, and this is where we're going to leave it today. So I do want to pull out some objects for the front here. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. So I've bought a mixture of different sexy surfaces out. Sexy surfaces. Why is that fun to say? No idea. But I'm going to use the same ones that we used in the florist for the main surface moment out the front of the shop itself. Oh, I like that. I do. Now I've done that, I think I could delete that surface there. That's not the one. Maybe I can... No, actually, I'm going to pull you out here and pop you there. Because this is on wheels. I thought that kind of made sense. I looked for some other surfaces that had wheels that looked like you could just wheel them in. But I think what I'm just going to do is have these out, and he'll put the pots up. And when he shuts up, he kind of brings them inside. I bought this out here, but I don't really know why, to be honest. I think that would be a bit more of a shop moment, so we'll leave that for in there instead. And I also pulled out this barrel, which I am going to use, I think, just to put something on top of it. We'll go for that kind of vibe, that kind of colour. Stunning bit of work there, my darling. If I can pop you there then. And I'm just going to litter this. Oh, here we go. One snap point on each of these. Honestly. Fish. Slap. If I... Oh, is that going to be lower? Are you lower? You're lower. Oh, I hate you with a pash. I really do. We're going to have to do something with the tool mod with these. Is that the same height up there? It is. Why is it not on the bottom then? Oh, honestly, sometimes I could cry. I really could cry. But other times I could smile. And that, my loves, is how I live my life. What? What are we going on about today? A load of shit as normal. As per usual. If I can... Oh, that's so annoying. Well, I'm going to get them up to that level and just move them down with the tool mod. Because I don't have the patience for it today. I really do not. Get them all up to that level and move them down. There we go. A 0.05 was the perfect amount. Lovely. That colour there, I don't want to do them all in different colours. I think I'm going to do a row of different colours on each of them. I like this one, so I'm going to keep that one at the top. But I would like one of those, that one. I love that one there. One of those down there. A plain terracotta as well, which is probably going to be this. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was the second one. Won't knock me down with a feather. Yeah, I like that one. It's got a little bit of... That looks like that could be like the wild clay. The clay you find in the wild. Lovely. And maybe something with a bit of a pattern on here. Like that one. I like that. Yes, that's gorgeous. And let's flop you down to that level like that. Oh, and I think his bits and bobs bring people from far and wide to come and buy his pottery. He's that talented. I reckon he's had some kind of like entry in like a magazine as well, which has brought people here. Is that floating? Oh, it is ever so much, but just ever so little, sorry. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. A flower pot, unless I put that one down there. No, I'm going to put a big vase of some kind on top here. Yeah, I'm going to use this one in that plain terracotta. Oh, that's gorgeous. Can I flop you up without you floating? I don't think I can. Damn you. I will move that down with the tool mod. But yeah, just something there. That's nice. I like that. I do enjoy that. The one thing that's really bothering me is the colour of this for some reason. I don't know why. I think it needs to be a little bit more muted like that. That's better. Yes. Oh. Je ne sais quoi. Very, very into that. Okay, so around this side here, this is definitely going to be where I'm going to be putting it in a bin. So we're going to use the bin that we've used everywhere, which is this green one, to make it look like the local village council comes and collects them. They're going to have a heyday in here because no cars are allowed, so they'll have to do all this by hand. Very hard work as being a binman, or a bin lady, or a bin whatever, you know? Don't know what I'm going to do around the back there just yet. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is, to be honest with you. I'm going to do a little bit of stonework there. But I don't think anything needs to be there, to be honest. And I think that's where we're going to leave it today. I'm happy with how this has turned out. I really, really am happy with how this build has turned out. Tomorrow, we're going to come back and we're going to actually furnish the whole workroom area. So all of this bit here, and also the toilet. And I will do a little bit more work on the exterior towards the back. If you've got any ideas on what you want to see in here, then feel free to let me know down below. And I will see what I can implement into this new build. Let's get that lighting that we liked. There we go. That's a lovely shot to leave off of. Yes, indeed. But that's it today, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me some lovely comments down below. And I'll be back with another part of this tomorrow. Goodbye.